Hey, it's Aaron from GameEnthus.com. Checking out Mystic Vale, one of my favorite games. Uh, so much of my favorite that it was my favorite game of last year, where I played it on Steam and mobile platforms. So now Mystic Vale has made it to the Switch. So the friends who I've been cajoling for the last almost a year have one less excuse for why they can't play it, because most of them have Switches. But we'll see what happens. It's also crossplay. So I believe you can play people on mobile platforms or on Steam or what have you on PC. I should know if it's on like Mac and Linux, but I don't. It'll be down below in the description whether it is or not. Oh, so okay, I have the base game here and Veil of Magic, which offers more advancement cards and more Veil cards. I'll explain all that momentarily. Yeah, there's two other expansions, Veil of the Wild, and if it advances, then I can, there we go, Mana Storm. So the two other expansions. So I Veil of Magic, there's also Veil of the Wild and Mana Storm. Look up, should be a card popping up, which will allow you to go to other videos I've done. Another video I've done. I've done two other videos for Mystic Vale, but I believe the last one I did had covered all the expansions. So I'm pretty sure it did. So let's dive right in. So I'm going to jump in here, start to play this game. Now, because I'm recording this and I want to show off and be one of the cool kids, I'm going to leave it on the normal difficulty and just proceed there. So I have the expansion on. The victory point pool size is the standard, what it normally is. And yeah. Oh, wait a minute. We'll jump right in here. All right, so explanations of how to play the game. Where to begin? All right, so if you look on the right side and you see the number 23, that is the pool of victory points or blue gems. Blue gems are, well, they're one of the victory points. So whoever has the most gems in the game wins the game. Now, the pool means that myself and the AI player I'm playing against will both be vying to get gems out of that pool. But there are other victory points as well. Hopefully something in here that shows it. Okay, so if you look at this plow, this card here. In the upper right corner, upper left corner, is one blue gem. One, I'm going to call them mana coins. I think they refer to it as something else, but I'll just call them mana coins, to the currency of the game, if you will. One mana coin and one wind token, if you will. Those are the veil symbols that you can purchase the cards that are kind of cut off, but I'll show those in a moment. So you have like one wind veil icon there. In the lower right corner, you'll see a gray gem with a 1 on it. So that means that when you buy this card, if you buy the plow and place it, you would immediately get one gray gem, just once. And referring to the one blue gem in the upper left corner, every time this card comes out into your field on subsequent turns, you would earn one blue gem from the pool of 23. Now, obviously, it's going to decrease as time goes on, but that's the whole goal of the game. What I've failed to say is that Mystic Vale is a deck building game and a card crafting game. Deck building is in you want to purchase cards that, when they come up, will activate abilities and give you more mana coins to spend, give you gray gems. Well, gray gems happen when you buy them, when you buy the card and place it, but give you blue gems to activate to get more of the blue gems in the pool. Blue and gray are equivalent, meaning at the end of the game, if you look over to the right, next to our little player icons, like the sun and the wind right there, you'll see you both have 0. Your final score is just adding up how many gray gems and how many blue gems you have. That's your final score. So one is not worth more than the other. The difference is gray you earn once immediately. Blue you can earn repeatedly as they come out into your field. Okay, so next question. What is a field? The field is what I'm moving around right now, the highlighted portion that I'm switching back and forth. That's the field. So if you look at this card here, Cursed Lands, it gives you one mana token, one mana coin, and one decay. Decay is not good. Decay gates and limits how many cards you can put out at any given time. You can have up to 3 decay between what's in your field, meaning these 4, and what's on deck. But what's on deck only counts for decay, not your mana coins. So I only have 3 mana tokens. I keep saying token. I only have 3 mana coins because of 1, 2, 3. But I have 3 decay because of 1, 2, 3. Get it? So what's in your field counts for your money to buy cards. Decay counts between what's in your field and what's the next card to come out. So if I were to, there's also a push my luck element to the game. If I were to plant, click this yellow icon here and plant another card, it would push this card to the far left into my field, and another card from the 15 that are there will pop up. Now, if that card that pops up happens to have decay on it, I'd have 4 decay. My turn ends immediately. Done. And then the next person goes, and so on and so forth. So there's a bit of push your luck to sort of see, if you get lucky, you can get more cards out there, which gives you more mana coins to purchase more cards. The price of each card is in the upper right corner. The hatchery here costs 4. So that makes sense. The cheapest ones are Fertile Soil, which just offer you a mana coin, which are useful, obviously. Let's see. Limb Thresher. Looks like it hurts. Offers you a coin and a Wind Spirit Veil token thingy. That's real specific, I know. So those icons that you see on the cards, like the wind, the sun, the wind, and the bear or animal. And if you see cards with the purple ones on, the purples are wilds. Purples can be substituted for any other veil token or veil icon that you don't have. So as you can see, there's some ones that give you a lot of points, like the Blessed Savannah gives you 6 gems, gray gems immediately, but it also costs 4 animal spirit tokens. Cost meaning whatever pops up on the cards in your field. They don't go away. It's just you only have what's on the cards in your field with which to purchase advancements here and then veil cards here. So, and you want to get useful ones like this one here, Azure Lake. Every time you harvest, meaning the blue button at the bottom, because you can planting, it does it automatically, pushes out cards until you hit 3 decay. It's up to you whether or not you keep pushing to risk pushing a 4th in your turn. But once you harvest, you would always gain a mana coin. Pretty useful. So some of them don't, like this one just gives you gray gems. Some of them, well, when you buy it, you can turn your turning your token to the active side just means you like an extra coin to spend. I'm not going to spend too much time on that, but I've said a lot of words. Oh, it sounds confusing. Explain one more thing. Your discard. Your discard is here. If you see in the lower right, it says active. Your discard helps you understand the probability of spoiling, meaning putting out 4 or more decays, cards with decay on it. So you look at that active. If you have, 8 active decay in your discard. Okay, I should also say this. I believe you have 9. You have 9 decay by default in your default hand. So if you had 8 in your discard and you have 3 cards left over in your deck, that's what the 15 means. Let's say it's at 3. You have a 33% chance that one more is going to pop out. So you might want to push your luck on that one. If you have 1 active in your discard and 8 cards left in your deck, you can guarantee that every single one of those is going to have decay on it. And there is something called Bloom, which if you look to the left of the red decay token icon, whatever, Bloom negates decay. So some cards will negate, some cards with Bloom on it will negate decay on the card itself. Others are just there in your field, and they'll negate any decay, one decay or whatever that happens to be in your field. Very useful. I don't have any here to show you now because that's just what came out. How did 3 hive swarms come out? That's weird. All right, I've done enough talking. Enough explaining. Let's just jump right in and play. I think I've explained most of the game. You'll get it as it goes on. So I'm going on to the harvest phase, which means I get to purchase cards. I have 3. I have 3 mana coins to purchase cards with. So Cleansing Rain is pretty useful. When played, search your deck for any card, and you may put it into your discard pile. Pretty useful. But I kind of want to start building up some of these. Like, I know the AI is going to get the Cleansing Rain, but I'm going to get the Limb Thresher because I think it's important. Put that there. And, yep, and my turn has concluded. Oh, the AI did not buy it. Interesting. Okay, back to my turn. Okay, I kind of want to push my luck to see if I can get 3 coins so I can grab the Cleansing Rain. But the Druid Peacekeeper is a pretty good card too. Let's see what my odds are. I have 2 in my discard. That's the only real drawback to the Switch version is it's not as elegant as using your touchscreen on a tablet or a phone. Obviously, or a mouse. It works. It functions. It's just sometimes when I press a direction, I think I'm going to do one thing and I do something else. Not a showstopper, but that's the concession to playing on a console. Well, you know what? Nothing venture, nothing gain. All right, so I pushed and a blank card came out because you do have a decent number of blank cards. So now I can't afford the Cleansing Rain, but now part of me just wants to get the Druid Peacekeeper anyway. The Peacekeeper Druid, excuse me. I really want to put it on that blank card, not one of these other cards, but whatever. Got to make decisions here. Just put it here. I don't really want to do that, but I did it anyway. What are you going to do? The AI is going to take its turn. As it always does and always will. Okay, now I have 3 to spend. The Deadwood Harvester. That is a good card. When plagued, you may discard any other card in your field. So when that comes back in to my field, I'll have an option of discarding any card that came out before it. So let's say 2 cards of Decay came out. I can get rid of one of them, which frees up another card, at least one other card to come out, right? That's a good thing. Wellspring is pretty nice too, but I'll put it down there and keep it moving. Music is so calming. All right. Played. I want that Wellspring though. What do I have here? Okay. Because my deck got reshuffled. This is a perfect example. I got greedy, spoiled. So, yeah, I got the amount of mana coins I needed, but I have 4 decay. So, boo. Oh, wow. Okay. All right, so the Peacekeeper Druid is there, which means... Wait a minute. Oh, sorry. I mixed up its power or something else. I'll put that there. It took me a second to kind of understand when things are highlighted too. Oh, I was confusing it with the Deadwood Harvester. So Deadwood Harvester is coming out now, which gives me the ability to discard any other card in my field. Yes, there's a mana coin on Cursed Lands, but it's also Decay. So I'd be a fool not to get rid of that one to free up another card coming out. Now I have 4. Hopefully I'll be able to purchase the Wellspring. which I am. Now, it might behoove me to marry that up with a car with other Vale icons on them, but I don't have any. Oh, I didn't mention this. This Sentry icon you see in the lower left. The Sentry icon often works with other cards. Other cards might say for every other card with this icon on it, you earn a point. And of course, I'm brain farting. I completely forgot to mention the card crafting portion where cards have either function from the upper part, middle part, lower part. I'm sure you've been seeing it as I've been playing, but I somehow forgot to mention that. I always forget something. I don't know how I keep doing this. Just put it with that. So yes, so you have to craft a card comprised of 3 other cards, which work as you can see how the crafting works. You can build out some pretty crazy things. This is a pretty slow game. Like we're just kind of slowly going back and forth here, but it's gonna pick up. Trust and believe. I can't really afford a whole lot. Maybe I'll get that Toad card, and then this Sentry will make some sense. It's not worth anything. Now, it has 2 Sentry icons on it, but you'll see. Oh, it's a good card. That card makes other cards that you place on it cost 2 coins less. Such a good card. However, there's some bloom here. Look at that. So, grasslands. There's a trade-off there. So while in your field, you have 1 less mana coin to spend. Whatever. It's going to negate that decay, which means it will do nothing, which is great. So now I have basically 8 total decay in my deck. Now some cards, let me just show you. Like the Hive Swarm. It keeps jumping around. This is worth 4 gems every time it comes up, so it's very valuable. It does give you a decay, but it's probably worth it. And if you've been nullifying other decay, it is really no real risk in adding it to your deck. All right, what does this say? Harvest for each on this card. For each Sentry on this card, place that many cards from the top of your deck to the end of your field. Now, if only I had the card with the Sentry on it, I could have put those 2 together, and that would have been like a match made in heaven. But, you know, what are you going to do, right? All right, discard not the first card in your field. Leave it in play as the first card in your field on the next turn. Hatchery is pretty dope, too. So I want to maybe mirror that with cards that have tokens on them. Oh, and look what I have here. Now, if you look in that little midsection, well, not really mid, right underneath the yellow, you'll see I have 1 wind token and 1 animal or animal spirit token or whatever, which means I can afford the Azure Lake. So I'm going to pick that up because I'd be kind of crazy not to. So I'm going to purchase that. Doesn't mean those tokens go away. It just means for that turn, I use them. So that means every harvest I do from now on, I will get an extra mana coin to spend. Who wouldn't want that? So I can afford some nice stuff. Let's see what we have here. So now I have 5. Okay. So I can buy the Golden Wing Griffin, which is nice. It gives me 2 tokens. The Plow gives me 1 blue. Probably gonna get that Plow. Call me Mr. Plow. That's my name. That name again. It's Mr. Plow. So I should get 4, I believe, by just... No, wait a minute. What did I just do? Oh, okay. All right. Why didn't I get another one? Oh, unless it just automatically get... Okay, I also had 2 by default. Wait a minute. 1, 2, 3. That's weird. I'll let it slide. All right, I do need some more tokens coming out here. All right, that's that turn. Look at that next card. It's 3 by itself. That's nuts. No, I don't want to discard that. That has 3. I'm going to hit cancel because I want that card on my field for obvious reasons. Now I have 7 to spend, which is nice. So here's a good example. We have the Hawk, which will, I mean, getting the Hawk would add a, ooh, this might make sense to do. Okay. So yeah, the Hawk is kind of dope because it would give me 2 blue gems right away, 2 gray gems right away, 2 blue gems going forward, a token. But the Grove Tender will give me 2 bloom for every sentry on this card. I kind of like that. I don't get that one very often, so I'm gonna grab that one, and we'll grab this, which is worth 2 gray gems immediately. So, yeah, decision made. Okay, so my turn again. Let's see. What am I going to buy? The Sunshine Custodian, 2 gray gems. Sorry, 2 blue gems, 1 gray gem. That's pretty cool. I'm not going to put the Hulking Ironside on this card. Only card this can go on is this one because all the other bottom slots are full. 2 decay on 1 card. That's not really a good move. So I kind of feel like that might be my best bet. Yeah, it is. It also means I'm probably never going to discard that one because there's a gem on it. That would be crazy. But that's what you're looking at. Alright. 5 again. Okay, I'm earning 1 gem. Blue gem from this card here. From the plow. Did I need to say the plow's name again? Okay, no. Okay, good. The bear totem. I like the bear totem. I should have pushed to see if I could get something else. That's okay. I will survive. Might make sense to marry this one here. So going forward, I have a green and any other token because of the purple swirly. The purple almost swirly Dreamcast logo means it can stand in place of any one of these icons, which is very useful. So, all right. I have not been getting a whole lot of fertile soil, but I seem to be doing okay despite that fact. I guess, see, I want to push now and get this bear totem. No. Okay, I'm risking giving up another Druid song, potentially. You know what? I'm doing it. Spoiled, man. Oh, and look what I brought out. The Sunshine Custodian. But because I spoiled, I'm not going to get those gems. Those blue gems are not going to go in. Oh, it stinks. But that's the push your luck element of the game. That stinks, man. It happens. But that's okay because I can still fully negate that decay and Booming Arbor. I almost never use those cards. I get them all the time. I usually don't do anything with them because I think I forget. Because what I do like is, let me show you over here. You see where I'm moving where it's highlighted. These will glow. Oh, hold on. What am I getting rid of? Well, obviously I'm getting rid of you. Oh, nice. Keep going. Keep going. So I got 10 mana points. I also got to mention this. You can only spend 2 cards at a time. So You can't spend any more than that. Just be careful that you don't hit the push card button, because that's bad. So I'm showing you when you can use one of your Vale cards, one of its abilities. This right here will glow, which is nice. It's a nice little reminder, like, hey, don't forget you have something down there, which is pretty cool. It's very useful. All right, so I'm gonna go up to the Vale cards first. When bought, you may look at the top 3 cards of your deck and discard any. Your deck will not be reshuffled. But more importantly, 3 gray tokens. 3 gray gems. So immediately. Keep in mind, those do not come out of the pool. Yeah, I'm purchasing that. You crazy? I don't want to discard any of those. So, yeah, that's okay. I mean, it just so happens that there's nothing I can discard that I really want to get rid of exactly. So that's all right. I still got something out of it. And you can only purchase up to 2 advancement cards. So, ooh, wait a minute. So you look, if you notice, I have 3 bloom. 1 from this card because of the grasslands, and then 2 from this card because of the grove tender, which means I can afford to put this ridiculous card right here, because every time it comes out, that one is negated, so I still have another bloom that is not negated. So, well, I mean, it's, it won't cost me anything. It just means I'm using up one of those blooms the grove tender provides, which is fine. And what should I put out here? Yeah, that seems to come up pretty regularly, so I'm gonna put that out. All right. So you look at the score. It is right now 13-8, but things do change. Look at that. 2 green, 2 brown, 1 wild. I could almost afford that other one. I'm so close. Oh, this is going to let me buy. Okay. Ooh, so many choices. I really want this one or that one. Almost there though. All right, harvest gain 2. Ooh. So every time I harvest, I'm going to gain 2 mana coins. Let me buy a 3rd advancement. That's pretty dope. Because I can buy 3 cards. And yeah, I like that. All right, I can't get this one anymore. I can't harvest and gain 1 sun token. That's okay. But I can choose between the world tree and this. Makes no difference. That's a pretty good turn right there. All right. Some pretty good Vale cards. Keeps doing that. Stop it. What do I want to do here? Where would some of this stuff fit? I think I want the Water Weaver. Yeah, it has a thing on it. I could marry it up with something, but I'm going to start getting some of that other good stuff. Nope, didn't want to do that. Oh, I want to go back. All right. And you can't undo things, which is kind of nice. And I'm also going to gain 3 blue gems after that turn. Look at that. 12. This is getting crazy. All right, I'm going to discard the cursed land because it has decay on it, which means I'm going to get even more mana coins to spend. Wow, that's nuts. A pretty good turn there. All right, what do I have here? Oh boy. So, still can't buy either one of these. I really want them, but I can't buy those. Not the end of the world. Probably pretty smart to get this because there's a lot of decent number of cards that have the sun token on it. So that's pretty smart. And Where's the one that you buy? Oh, I usually get the one that lets you buy, spend 2 mana coins and get a blue gem. It doesn't come out of the pool though. You just buy one. It's kind of weird. It's the only blue gem you can get that doesn't come out of the pool, I think. All right, so I got those 2. I have 14 to spend. So why does it always do that? I don't like that. Let's see. Harvest after determining your. Ooh, of course that's gonna cost me. It's gonna cost you. I have nothing here that has any bloom on it, and I can't marry it up with anything. Yeah, I probably shouldn't have put that. I probably should not have put the water weaver there. I probably should have put it elsewhere, but mistakes were made. But I feel like I've negated enough decay such that I can take a risk. I mean, this is 4. This is 4 right here. That's crazy. I mean, that's a lot, you know. If not the first card, yeah, I don't want that one. Let's put this one here. Oh, wait a minute. Maybe I can only buy 3 on that turn. I'm sorry, I got 12, so I'm good. So I can, on paper, afford every single card, every single advancement I can afford. Now, whether or not I have a slot for it, that's different, but I can afford them all. Now, if you notice, I'm going to earn 6 blue gems. If you look right above this card that's highlighted, 6 blue gems, which is going to, well, we'll be getting close to that end game real quick. I'll stop doing that. All right, and what's affordable here? The AI is, yeah, they're behind, but not by that much. So I should probably grab this. And you, okay, purchase it, man. What are you doing? Boom. And that's that. Oh, could you imagine if I got this? Gain 2 gray gems for each sentry on this card. Imagine if I could have put this here. Man, dang. All right, what's a cheap card that has something on it? Ooh, okay, so 3. Okay, this has an upper. So it's an upper card. It's $3. Is this an upper card too? Yes, I can afford it. I can't really see. I feel like it gets obstructed. Probably because it does. No, that's not what I need. Alright, it's worth 9, so I can afford that. And I can marry with that, which means I have 6. So if this card comes back up, I will get 6 tokens from this card. 6 tokens. 6 victory points. Great. 6 blue gems. I can't do my words today. That would be crazy. Who's to say if it'll come back up, but it would be kind of nice if it did. I'd be okay with that. It doesn't matter because I'm going to earn 7 on this next turn, and there's only 5 left in the pool. So, and I'm saying 7 because if you look in sort of the, oh wow, the AI ended it. Hopefully it didn't win. That'd be embarrassing after I played so well. Okay, so I still won. I could have won by a lot more, but yeah. So, and you can always go in and look at the deck that you built, which is kind of nice. So, not bad. Yeah, this card didn't come back up, but if it would have, man, that would have been nice. Been real nice. You can look at your Vale cards. I believe there's a tie. The tie is broken by who has, I guess, the most Vale cards. Maybe there's a tie there. Maybe it's who has the most level 3, because you see there's level 1, level 2s. I have any. Oh, there's only 2 levels of Vale cards. Who has the most Vale cards? So Yeah. Summoning woodland creatures. So that is one game of Mystic Vale. I really like this game. This game really got me ready for just deck building in general. I played the digital version last year. Liked it so much that I bought the actual analog version. And I don't have all the expansions. I think I have 3 of them. I have the Conclave, which has the Conclave adds like an extra store, so you can kind of have people playing in tandem. They know what they're doing to kind of speed the game up. And I got 2 or 3 of the other ones as well. So, and they just released Mystic Vale Nemesis, which has a solitaire mode, which sounds incredibly interesting. So, anyway, but I'm rambling. It's Mystic Vale. I really like it. The touchscreen works fine. Obviously, it's not as, if you have a nicer phone or a tablet, the specs in the Switch aren't gonna probably, a lot of times, won't be able to best that, but that's okay. It works. The controller is not like the most elegant solution, but it's gonna enable people to play the game. Like you'd be just fine with a controller, even though touchscreen or mouse is better. That could be said for a lot of things. It functions just fine. The fact that it's crossplay definitely helps. It's just a dope game, and I can't stop playing it. And I keep talking about how much I like it because it's just great. You get the crafting going. Once you build a really good deck, you just see that number just grow. Like I've had times where I had cards come out, and I had like, I don't know, 32, 48, 50 mana coins. Now, of course, you can only buy 2 cards, but just to see, your field just grow. It's crazy. It's just and watch like the decaying bloom just fluctuate. It's crazy. So yeah, it's gonna do it for me. Hope you like the video. Give it a thumbs up. Check out more videos of other digital to analog conversions and other things that I have up on the site. Check out the GameEnthus podcast. If you made it this far, thank you for watching. Take care. Be blessed.